Hi, I'm Sophia Haber-Brock, and welcome back to the third edition of the North News. We've had a very busy month so far. To begin, on December 11th and 12th at 7 p.m., the Middletown High School North Drama Club produced their virtual fall play, The Matchmaker by Thornton Wilder. The show live-streamed on the district YouTube channel for only 2 nights and received many views by the school community. The students were able to adapt to the virtual setting and express their time and talents tremendously given the circumstances. The cast was made up of 15 students, many of whom are drama majors in the district's Arts Academy. The North Drama Club hopes to produce a musical on stage in the spring, but they are currently waiting to see what will safely be accessible in the coming months. We recently spoke to Middletown North Spotlight winners for the junior and senior classes. Let's take a look. Today we are joined by Jada McKnight, Junior Student Spotlight winner for the month of November. So Jada, you're certainly a very well-rounded student. You are in all honors and AP classes, member of multiple clubs, a varsity athlete, and an overall prominent student leader in the Middletown North community. So can you talk about what your involvements are at North, like your classes and clubs and sports?
First thing that comes to mind would probably be sports. I joined track and field for the winter and spring season in my freshman year, and I never played it before, and I just really liked it. And Coach Kalman is just like a really good coach to begin with, so he really made me fall in love with that. But my classes for this year, of course, it's junior year, so you're bulking up on the class load. Taking AP Physics, AP Chem, AP Calc, and yeah, just focusing on my studies and stuff like that. I'm involved with Diversity Club and Math Team at North.
I know personally sometimes it could be difficult to find a balance between like school and extracurricular and social life. So how do you find a balance for all of it?
What I try to do personally, like, I just find it's easier if I can put my studies, if I can break them apart a little bit. So if I do a bulk of something tonight, then I'll have time to like spend with my friends the other night. It's really just about time management, and I know it might seem like dumb, but like even if you have like 10 extra minutes, like I would always suggest you be doing something.
What are your plans for the future, like with college and stuff?
I'm trying to look into colleges now, but I'm trying to focus my major more into like finance, so maybe like accounting or something like that. But I'm still trying to like fine tune all of that. I'm not 100% sure.
Hmm. So today we're joined by Aiden Cardella, Senior Student Spotlight winner for the month of November. I know that you're a star soccer player at North, so can you tell me a little bit about your role on the boys varsity soccer team and talk about your achievements?
As a captain, I get the team hyped up before the games, at practice, keep everybody in line, and we like to have fun, crack jokes every here and then, but gotta stay focused on our games and everything.
Hmm. What are some achievements that or accomplishments in the games that you won?
Well, I've been the top scorer for the team the past 3 years, the captain this year, top assister in the past 3 years, and I've had a couple golden goals to win games at the end in overtime. So
Do you have any specific stories or memories that you want to share?
yeah, I mean, the games this year versus South, those are very memorable. Probably something I'll remember for years to come. Won both in pretty dramatic fashion, and it's the first time that we beat them in almost 4 years, and to do it twice was great.
So I heard that you do like a victory celebration thing after you score. So can you explain that?
Yeah, after I scored one of those goals, I just got really excited. We were back in the game, um, and I just did a backflip. I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. It just happened. I didn't really mean to do it. Didn't think about it, but
So what are your plans for the future? And do you plan to continue playing soccer or do bowling in college?
yeah. So looking into many Division I schools for soccer, hoping to get a business degree, and then after college, we'll see where it goes. But if any professional opportunities come into my hands, we'll see what happens.
I also had the opportunity to speak with our Teacher of the Year, Dr. Kara Tehan, as well as our Educational Services Professional of the Year, Lisa Lippincott. So, how long have you been teaching at North?
This is my 6th year teaching at North.
How has your role as a teacher evolved over those 6 years?
It's definitely evolved a lot. I started out kind of like an amateur, just really open to learning from different teachers around me and different people. And now I feel like I've been able to take on a little bit more of a leadership role and join some committees. Dr. Cartier has a lot of different like principal advisory committees, and then there's like the learning design team, which I'm a part of, which is help represent the school, but we meet district wide. And also, after I was teaching in high school for like 2 years, I started teaching in college as well. So I started teaching at Stockton. And then the next year, I started teaching at St. Peter's as well. And then I think that same year, or maybe the year after, I don't remember, I started teaching at Monmouth University. So that kind of added an element to my teaching because I was able to see the different levels and not just see high school, but see college also.
So, what classes do you teach what classes do you teach in high school and in college?
For at North, I teach two different AP Calculus classes. One is AB, one is BC. One's the equivalent of like Calc 1 in college, and then the other one's pretty much the equivalent of Calculus 2 in college. And I also teach Algebra 2. That's the majority of my schedule. And I co-teach with Ms. DeGrouche, which is awesome. We have a great time. We teach Algebra 2 together. In college at Monmouth, right now I teach pre-calculus for biology, which is cool. It's like applicable to biology. I know it's like math, but you see it in the sciences. And then previously I taught mathematical modeling at Monmouth. And at Stockton, I teach like an intro level math class called quantitative reasoning. And I've previously taught algebraic problem solving. So all, algebra based. I taught statistics at St. Peter's, which was fun. It's a very different type of math, and it's really cool. It's all about research and applying data, data analysis techniques. And, I feel like students taking statistics really learn how to appreciate the data that they read. So like in articles and things like that. So that was a fun class to teach.
Where did your love for math root from? When did you decide
Um,
that you wanted to take this path?
I don't know. Like I went to Middletown schools for like K-8, and I had amazing teachers. I had this teacher in first grade, Miss Clifton, Mr. Gent in second grade at Fairview. I think I know he's still there. And then I had Miss Tice in 8th grade, who is now Miss Friend, and I know she still works in Middletown. And they were awesome. Like they were enthusiastic. They made learning math fun, and to me, it just made sense. And I enjoy the applicability, and I can see it. Like in my everyday life, I will be at the grocery store and I see two different, packages of food, and one's on sale and it's like a bigger package, and I'll just do the unit rate really quickly in my calculator. And like I feel like it's just useful. And I'm really into stocks and like financial math. And I feel like if you have a really strong background, you can be confident and do really well. But that starts with a good foundation. So I just like, I don't know, I guess it was like early on. I just like learning in general. So yeah, I feel like Middletown's great. I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy to have, taught here for 6 years. And I'm extremely honored to be teacher of the year. I had no idea. I was very surprised. I thought I was having a meeting for something else, and they told me. And I'm very honored, and just happy to be here. Happy to continue to teach at North and try to be a positive influence.
Thank you. Today we are joined by Ms. Lisa Lippincott, High School North Educational Services Professional for 2020-2021. Can you explain your role at High School North?
So I am High School North's library media specialist. So I am in charge of basically not only the space, but all of the materials that are in there. Our media center houses our makerspace. So my job is not just about books, which people often think when they think about libraries and media centers, but it's really a huge technology portal as well, places for people to go to, create and explore. Obviously, to get a good book, it's also, you probably know, a pretty good place to hang out when everybody's allowed in there, that we get quite a crowd.
So what is an educational services professional? What does it mean?
So basically, what it means is we don't fall under the role of classroom teacher. So our jobs are slightly different. So when you are an educational service professional, basically it just means that you are one of those like extra positions that provide support to a wide variety of people. So where teachers are often like categorized as like an English teacher or a history teacher or a technology teacher, we're really not. We can kind of float around into any different space for any different content area or subject.
How's your experience been so far?
Oh, it's been amazing. I love it. I get to see so many people and my everything changes every day. So whether it's a different class coming in for lessons or projects, whether it's just students coming in to browse for books where I can have a chance to talk to them, I get to see a little bit of everybody. And with the classroom, sometimes you don't get that. You get your grade level. The library, you get everybody. So I do love that aspect of it.
Hmm. How long have you been at North?
This is the start of my 4th year.
How has your role changed? Well, how has your role evolved over the years that you've been here?
Oh, well, you know what? Since it's like anything new for anybody, when I first started, I wasn't really entirely sure what I was doing either. And I kind of had to find my way. So over the years, I've kind of found more what I'm comfortable with and what people need from me. So my role basically evolves every year based on what people, want or need from me. So I would say that I continually learn technology. I'm constantly getting to read really good books because I'm trying to help both English teachers, history teachers, and other content area teachers find things that fit. So I would say that it evolves in that more and more people kind of understand what I can do and who I am. So more people are coming to get help, which I love. And I would say it's just more about me keeping up on all the technology and things like that, continuing to learn myself all the time.
Today I am joined by Miss Smith, and we're going to talk about the holiday toy drive. So first, can you just tell me a little bit about the toy drive and what it is?
Well, I teach the Middletown High School North Civic Leadership class, and our class is built around doing different community service projects. And I was actually contacted by one of our former civic leaders, who now is very involved in Middletown Helps Its Own. And we usually adopt a family through Middletown Helps Its Own. So they asked if we would be willing to do a toy drive for them. So we started the toy drive, and we decided that we would do it every Tuesday. And then with the virtual instruction, we had to modify it again.
What was the inspiration?
I think with the pandemic and always the holiday season, there's always people in need. And when I talked to the kids about that, we used to get letters from an organization that were Santa letters. And now we just try to keep it a little bit more local because we know during this pandemic, there's definitely people in our community who need our help.
How many students helped with the toy drive?
Well, we have 42 civic leaders, and they're all involved in different ways. We reach out to local press. There's different people who are in contact with Middletown Helps Its Own, different people who are at the toy drive itself.
How long did the process take overall?
Well, we decided instead of doing one day, that with the virtual instruction and to give everybody in the North community an opportunity to participate, that we would spread it out. So that's when we decided to do the every Tuesday. And then with the pandemic and everything, it had to turn into this virtual toy drive. So we put a box just this Tuesday. We put a box outside the main entrance of Middletown North. And I came back at 5 o'clock to pick up all the toys. And we actually got 130 toys that day.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. It's more now turned into an outpouring from the whole community, which has been nice.
How many toys did you get overall?
So far, right now, we have 188. We got 58 at our first Tuesday and then 130. Our original goal was 100. So we're very excited that we exceeded that. But now, being who I am, I've now doubled that. So now I want 200. We have one more Tuesday left to get the 200.
So why is it important to donate? Like, why should people donate?
Because there are people out there right now struggling. I mean, there's people out there struggling all the time. Right now, during the pandemic, the need is very high. So I think donating, if you can, even any small donation, will go to help somebody have a happy holiday season.
So that's all my questions. Is there anything else you would like to add?
That, Middletown Civic Leadership is always looking for other volunteer opportunities, or if any organization out there needs any help, to please reach out to us at Middletown High School North, and I can hopefully help you, and we can collaborate on some type of community service project.
That's it for this news. You could check out all the interviews in full on the Middletown North TV Film Productions page on YouTube. For myself and all of us at North News, we wish you safe and happy holidays. See you next time.